correspondent Astrid Martinez with more on the holiday travel rush.
AAA expects nearly 104 million will drive, with today being the busiest. Ryan Loxman is heading from Wichita to Houston.
Been a lot of cars. Everything's going through our direction the other way. We saw a bad digger, but hopefully it wasn't us.
A holiday Grinch is expected across central U.S. as that powerful storm that already disrupted travel for millions on the West Coast is on the move, threatening to create chaos on the ground and in the air.
The holiday season is one of the most important times of the year for retailers. Retail analyst Bert Flickinger explains it's been a mixed bag this year, with people buying less in general, but some areas are strong.
Gift cards are still really strong, and clothing is still really strong as America's gained a record amount of weight during and after the pandemic, so people need bigger sizes of clothes, and that's a big benefit for retail.
49ers will be taking on the Baltimore Ravens on Christmas Day, but another battle is waging between the city of Santa Clara and the 49ers. The source of this tension between the city and the team is over who will be responsible for paying public employees overtime for staffing the game on Christmas. This is something the Niners have covered before. They rejected a request from the city this November to handle overtime pay for city employees. Here's Javon Grogan, city manager, with the Niners' explanation on that refusal.
Our organization has, on occasion, reimbursed the city for certain public safety costs incurred during holiday events to allow for overtime pay. However, it is essential to note that the city has since mandated a policy of double pay for officers for every 49ers game.
At a city council meeting on Tuesday, the council unanimously approved the double pay agreement for the Ravens-Niners game staff. But Mayor Lisa Gilmore said that the public shouldn't have to pay for it, and she wants city staff to keep negotiating with the team.
I think that we should go back to the negotiating table and say, no, it's only fair that all of our employees should have double time, especially Christmas Day or any holiday.
Harry Hughes, KCBS. A family-owned donut shop near Oakland's Lake Merritt has been robbed at gunpoint twice in the last week. KCBS's Raquel Maria Dillon has the story.
A political faction blames what happened to Colonial Donuts on Lakeshore Avenue on city leaders. Here's Edward Escobar with Citizens Unite, who led the rally.
And there's no deterrence, there's no crime prevention. And where is that at? Where do we drop the blame for that? Is that the failed policies or the failed leadership?
He demanded change at the top, calling out Mayor Sheng Tao and Councilmember Nikki Fortunato Bass for glossing over the city's dismal crime statistics. Rally attendees said Oakland needs more police officers, a state of emergency, and a new lead prosecutor who's more aggressive than District Attorney Pamela Price. The rally attracted political candidates like Jennifer Tran, a Cal State East Bay professor running for Congress in the 12th District. She says progressive policies have failed Oakland's businesses and residents.
And as long as the policies are failing us, then the leadership needs to change.
In Oakland, I'm Raquel Maria Dillon, KCBS.
It is a holiday today.
Happy Festivus!
Festivus is the quirky secular holiday you may remember from Seinfeld that George Costanza's father, Frank, made up. It's the holiday for those fed up by all the commercialism of Christmas, and it's celebrated each year on December 23rd. Instead of a tree decked out in lights, there's a pole. No Christmas feast either. Instead, an airing of grievances. And that's all followed by the Feast of Stress, which involves wrestling the head of the household. So, happy Festivus, if you celebrate.
Come on, be sensible. Stop crying and fight your father.
Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
KCBS News Time 1:36.
Television sales on Black Friday set new records as millions of Americans snapped up the hot deals. But a lot of people were out of town or too busy to take advantage of the special pricing. So, how about a redo? Right now, you've got a second chance to save big on many of the top-rated Samsung, LG, and Sony TVs. Where? At Video Only, where the smart shoppers go. So, don't miss out. Check out Video Only now, or you'll be sorry.
Haven't filed tax returns for years? Think you can't have a life? Think again. You've heard me say that to you for years. Let us take this burden off of you, your family, your business, and solve it for you. You never have to have this problem again, no matter how many years you haven't filed a tax return. This is a very common situation, and we have tremendous experience in helping people and businesses solve this. You can have a normal life now. Don't have your records, or your records are in a mess? Former spouse, partner, or bookkeeper always used to do everything for you? Don't know how to account for crypto? Don't have the money to pay your taxes? No problem. We'll get all the records that the government has on you. We can help you with your back and future accounting or just do it for you. And if you're unable to pay your taxes, we'll explain all of your various options and then we'll negotiate the best option for you. Call Moskowitz LLP at 888-TAX-DEAL. That's 888-TAXDEAL. 888-TAX-DEAL or MoskowitzLLP.com. MoskowitzzLLP.com.
Your perfect match is waiting only at Mancini Sleep World with Tempur-Pedic. And you can find your Tempur-Pedic match for as low as $47 a month, plus $300 in free gifts. Compare the cooling of Tempur-Breeze to the support of Adapt to the comfort of Hybrid. Mancini Sleep World carries every Tempur-Pedic model for you to try, with over 1,000 Tempur-Pedic mattresses in stock for immediate delivery. Your perfect Tempur-Pedic match is waiting for you online or in stores at Mancini Sleep World.
138 at KCBS. First for traffic. Back to the traffic center in Carolyn Burns.
And you know it, we'll have to head back to the toll plaza there at the Bay Bridge, westbound 80 if you're heading into San Francisco. This is where earlier a small car smacked into one of the toll booths right there on the right-hand side. An ambulance has come and gone. It looks like those three right toll booths right now are blocked. You'll see CHP, possibly a tow truck on scene. But I am seeing traffic right now that is still backed up from just after that 880 overcrossing, the on-ramp, as you approach the toll plaza. Once you get beyond that, because it looks like everybody's in the left-hand lanes there, and you get through the metering lights, you'll start to pick up speed as you make your way up the incline, but then it does start to bog down once again as you get into Yerba Buena Island Tunnel and continues sluggish all the way on into San Francisco. Daly City, southbound 280 at Highway 101. We had a two-car crash that had all lanes stopped. It's been cleared off to that right-hand shoulder. Traffic there still just a little bit bogged down. Your next traffic update is at 1:48 on the traffic leader, KCBS. And our forecast sponsored by Mancini Sleep World during their year-end clearance event. Visit sleepworld.com. We have sunshine today. Highs in the mid-50s to low 60s. Cloudy and areas of fog for tomorrow morning with highs being in the 50s. Your Christmas Day forecast calls for a slight chance of rain with highs in the mid-50s to low 60s. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
We're with little Holly McJolly. She and her husband have been elves in Santa's workshop for...
30 years now.
Goodness, and you can make anything.
Almost anything. We don't do flooring.
No?
No, we leave that to S&G Carpet, especially since they're having their big Christmas sale this month.
A big Christmas sale?
Right now you can save up to 40% off select flooring.
So why make it if you can just go into any S&G showroom or have their mobile showroom come to you, just like Santa, and save up to 40%?
Yep, we do toys and small appliances, but leave carpeting and hardwood and laminate to S&G.
Understandable.
Oh, look, here's Rudolph. We're getting him new waterproof core during S&G's Christmas sale. You know, easy cleanup.
I could only imagine.
Get your home ready for 2024 and save up to 40% off select new flooring during S&G Carpet's big Christmas sale. Plus, as always, get their no surprise price guarantee and promise to beat any written estimate by 10%.
S&G more than carpet.
WestGCarpet.com for the showroom nearest you, or to have their mobile showroom come to you. Now offering tile and carpet cleaning.
Ew, gotta get rid of this old Backstreet Boys t-shirt.
Tell me why.
Because it stinks, boys.
Tell me why.
I've washed it so many times that the odor won't come out.
Tell me why.
No, you tell me why I can't get rid of this odor.
Have you tried down your rinse and refresh? It doesn't just cover up odors, it helps remove them.
Wow, it worked, guys.
Yeah.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes more odor in one wash than the leading value detergent in 3 washes. Find it wherever you buy laundry products. Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
CBS News Time 1:42. It's been one of the busiest travel seasons in years, and the crowds are only going to get worse as people start flying home. CBS's David Welsh reports on some travel travel trips and tricks that one season's flyer recommends.
Clint Henderson is managing editor at The Points Guy. Needless to say, he didn't get his job by avoiding airports. A good workday for him involves taking some simple steps.
So the first thing I would say to people is if they can avoid checking bags, that'll save you a lot of potential pain and aggravation.
But as you know, that's not always possible. In fact, Henderson says he had to check a bag on his flight yesterday. The travel gods were kind to him, but he says there's plenty of other things to do to keep those deities at bay.
This time coming out here, I've never seen lines that long for check-in and also for security. I always give myself 3 hours just as safety.
And aside from arriving early and packing light, Henderson says TSA pre-check is well worth the money. Gate checking your bag is always an option. And if you want to avoid long lines for food, there's nothing wrong with bringing a lunch.
Make sure it's stuff that will go through security with no problem. Most food items will.
In San Francisco, David Welch, KCBS.
In an era for chocolate lovers in downtown San Francisco, See's Candies is set to permanently shut down its Embarcadero Center location on Christmas Eve. The shop has been a staple in the Bay Area for holiday season chocolates for decades. The surprising notice was posted on the door of the bustling Candy Haven, a location nestled near recently opened small business pop-ups at number 3 Embarcadero. KCBS has learned that San Francisco chocolate lovers won't have to go too far, though, for their next sugar fix. There are, of course, 3 other these locations that will still be open in the city. KCBS News Time now, 1:44.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
Very easy, pretty much hands off, They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. It definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-298-3904. 800-298-3904. 800-298-3904. Optima Tax Relief. Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Know the traffic before you're stuck.
It's not a bad accident. It's just any little thing slow you down.
Stream KCBS every morning before you hit the road.
The vehicles ended up in the center divide area. Check, one car already took off, but there's one still there.
For a smarter start to your day, start with us. Tell your smart speaker to play KCBS Radio.
And coming up on KCBS, what would get you through airport security the fastest? Pre-check or clear? It's 1:45 at KCBS, and in sports we have the Warriors and the Trailblazers later tonight at 5:30. The Niners and the Ravens play on Christmas Day. Let's get more now on that Christmas Day game with Stephen Langford.
The Ravens defense is unlike any the 49ers offense has faced this season. They lead the league in total sacks. They've allowed the fewest yards per carry. They've only allowed 14 passing touchdowns, the fewest in the NFL. So it's not just a challenge for one singular player, but for the entire offense, says the head coach.
I think, they lead the league in sacks. So right away you think about our line, and that is true because they have good pass rushers. But also that has a lot to do with how good our receivers do get to their spots and get it open and Brock to get in the right spots. Those guys not getting rerouted so they can't get there in time. So when you play a sound, good defense with good players all over, it's a little bit of everything.
So with the coin, the 49ers have an MVP frontrunner in quarterback Brock Purdy, the league's leader in rushing and touchdowns in Christian McCaffrey. Wide receivers Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk have had career years, and not to mention George Kittle, Kyle Juszczyk, the veterans playing at a high level. That's why the 49ers opened as 5-point favorites, but to Ravens safety Kyle Hamilton.
The 11 and 3s are not created equal right now in terms of the 49ers versus us, and we feel a little disrespected by that. I feel like we are the best team in the league, and we've got an opportunity in front of the country to show it.
This matchup, a perfect Christmas gift for NFL fans. It'll be a good one. Kickoff tomorrow, 5:15 at Levi Stadium at the Sports Desk. Stephen Langford, KCBS.
KCBS. Jim Gaffigan here with some more Straight Talk. Now you can get a Walmart Plus membership, plus not pay for it, because it's included with Straight Talk wireless plan. You get free delivery with Walmart Plus, plus a Paramount Plus subscription included. Plus, you pay less for gas. That's a lot of pluses.
Only Straight Talk gives you unlimited 5G data and Walmart Plus included on select plans for free.
Straight Talk wireless, available at Walmart.
Requires service on Gold or Platinum Unlimited. One offer for eligible account. Paramount Plus Essential Plan only. Separate registration required. Additional terms apply.
Get the best cheeses at Whole Foods Market. Save 35% on curated holiday cheeses with Prime through December 24th. From mild bites to more pungent flavors, you're sure to find a new favorite. While supplies last, shop in-store or online. Terms apply. KCBS News Time at 1:48. That's time for another look at the roadway with Carolyn Burns. And you know what? We're going to head back to that Hayward area where we have a problem lingering. It's on northbound 880 before Hacienda. Actually, we had a crash about 3 hours ago, but one of those vehicles involved was hauling a lot of cardboard. So the CHP Caltrans had stopped lanes a few minutes ago, about 15 minutes ago, to get everything off to that right-hand shoulder. It looks like they've got everything open, but I am still seeing traffic there that, is backed up from before Tennyson Road. However, just keep the patience because it looks like it's reopened, but this is going to take a while to unwind. And we still have this crash that is at the Bay Bridge Toll Plaza. If you're heading into San Francisco westbound 80, we did have a small car smacked into one of those toll booths on that right-hand side. They've had CHP on scene. A tow truck is there. Ambulance has already come and gone. I'm seeing traffic there that is still backed up from right around that Grand Avenue on-ramp. Once you get through the metering lights, though, traffic does bog down all the way across the span on into San Francisco until you get right to just after Fremont Street. Your next traffic update is at 1:58 on the traffic leader, KCBS. And we have some sunshine today with highs staying in the mid-50s to low 60s. In fact, that'll be the highs most of the week. With clouds and fog tomorrow morning, look for highs in the 50s. We have clouds and fog for Christmas Day with a slight chance of rain. Chance of rain continuing on Tuesday with rain expected on Wednesday. And then for Thursday and Friday, patchy fog with a chance of rain as well. Again, highs in the 50s to the low 60s. 59 this hour in Santa Rosa along with Concord. San Rafael's reporting 61 along with Hayward. Napa Airport's at 57. It is 63 in San Jose. Redwood City at 62. In Livermore, it's 60. Downtown San Francisco at 58. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS. KCBS News Time 1:50. The first major storms of the season have delivered some much-needed rain. KCBS's Chris Carlo has more on the state of water supplies around California.
The season so far had been relatively dry, but we still had all those water droplets collected from last year's historic wet season.
The storage is above average conditions going into these storms.
State Water Project Operations Manager Molly White says this round of rain certainly helped, as noted by conditions at Lake Oroville.
We did gain a few feet of storage, and today we are sitting at about 130% of historical average.
That's much better than last year.
Last year at this time, Lake Oroville was at about 1 million acre feet, less than half of where we are today.
Obviously, conditions are constantly changing, and the State Water Project has a useful dashboard for keeping track called California Water Watch.
It is a website that has the latest information on water conditions.
And you'll find that at cww.water.ca.gov. Chris Carlo, KCBS.
What gets you through airport security faster, Clear or TSA's PreCheck? Reporter Alyssa Ramon, that is, has more.
A TSA PreCheck membership is $78 for 5 years. That's a great deal if you don't want the hassle that comes with going through regular security. But more and more people have signed up for PreCheck, which is starting to show with slower lines. Brett Snyder, director of the Cranky Concierge Air Travel Service.
With TSA PreCheck, you're not really just paying for a shorter line. You're paying for a more smooth security experience. You don't have to take your laptop out. You don't have to take your shoes off and your belt off and, all that kind of stuff. Even if the lines are longer, they tend to move faster, and you have a less disruptive experience as well.
A yearly Clear membership costs $189 and lets you cut to the front of the